Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 84th episode of the Longhouse Podcast. I'm your host, Viking, and joined by me are my brothers, BLAQQ SKELLINGTON, Supernova. Let's get a mic check for you, gang.
Check. What up?
Cool. That sounds very crisp up in the air. As usual, man, we're here to discuss great games, the platforms they reside on, the people who make them happen, and most importantly, hang out with the gang. It's a small world. It's a vicious world. We got to keep our close ones close and our enemies closer. You feel me? You can find us on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all your audio podcast needs. We everywhere, just like Xbox. We'll get to that in a minute. But before we get started, man, I got to let y'all know every single dollar that you guys donate will go to the Boys and Girls Club. Very soon, we're over the $5,000 mark. Trying to inch our way to the $6,000 goal. And this has been happening ever since what, February, guys?
I believe so.
Yeah, ever since we got monetized, man. So it's been a long road. But we've made it here, man. We're gonna make it worth everybody's while too. Rocking the finest Mr. Rogers sweater. I see you, Zach Riley.
I was about to say, you looking clean over there, my boy.
You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the neighborhood, motherfucker. You feel me? I feel like washing my feet with a black man right now. Let's do it.
Oh,
bro, we 2 minutes in, bro. He's going crazy already, bro.
We got Sith Lord with our first super chat. With $2, he said, "Looking sharp tonight. This podcast is an Xbox." Hey, if you watching it, it's on the Xbox. You know what I'm saying? You are watching this podcast right now, or maybe listening later on a podcast. No, on the Xbox. My fault. Word scramble. So we got the Black Kaiju in here. Do a little roll call real quick. Isaac Hayes, 85. We got Understanding up in the chat. Solid White, Crispy Rambo, and Sergi, 24. What's up, gang? What is happening? But as usual, man, before we get started, chat, let us know what y'all been playing recently or watching, perhaps. Scale, I'll start with you. What you been playing and watching?
as far as watching, haven't been watching too much. Still watching that Kai subathon. It's just entertaining. Can't even lie. Yes, and and I started Arcane. Started that up. I finished the first episode, and I'm like halfway through the second one. Man. Okay. My boy Victor. Yes, I love how they set this up. I love Victor, bro. He was one of my favorite characters before the Arcane, and then from Runeterra, honestly, I just liked using him. And then, like, bro, the show is just really well done. It looks really good. Every single frame looks like it was hand drawn, hand painted. Like the smoke effects look really good. I'm glad it picked up right where it left off. Like it's a really well done. I'm enjoying it so far. I do gotta say something though. I do not like how they use real world music like for their like in betweens and
any show.
Bro, I am hating that shit, especially because like they theme it off of the songs and stuff, and it feels like a musical sometimes. Like I'm not a fan of that. Sometimes I damn near be skipping that shit.
But like sometimes it works. Like whenever it's like thematic, where like there's like big artistry involved with the scene or whatever. Sometimes it works, but like usually, and I tell my wife this all the time, bro. It's like if there's voices like in the music or whatever, unless it's like acapella or some shit, right? Like, it's usually a cheap ass show. Usually, you know what I mean? It's like using all that money for the license of, but Arcane's fire. They just probably could cut out some of that.
Yeah, get that fucking Imagine Dragons and all that bullshit out of here. Sorry, that's just me. Like, I'm just like, bro, it's ruining like my immersion in the show. Like, I wish they would have came up with their own score, like or something. Like that music does not match.
Just take the
or
words
take the
out.
words out. That'll work too. You know what? That'll work for me. I'm a bad just like I'm like, bro, come on, dog. Like, they don't even this shit just don't match. Like it just they force it to match. But other than that, the show is fucking fire, like for sure. Yeah. But that's all I really been watching. As far as playing, I haven't really been playing too much since Tuesday, except Call of Duty, bruh. Golly, I can't believe how much time I'm putting into this game. I am putting a lot, and I put time in today because the season 1 dropped. Shout out to first season of Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Hope everybody's having a good day. It's rolled out smooth, clean. They put out a lot of content. We'll talk more about Call of Duty in one of the topics. So that's one of them. And I played this game called Rise of the Golden Idol. It's like a mystery detective game where you gotta like pick words in order to figure out the case and go through the scene and stuff like that. That game is actually really cool, but damn, it's tough, bro. Like if you miss one word up, like the farther you get into it, it gets tough. Like you have to figure out all like the words in the scenario first, and there'll be like 50 some odd words sometimes that you're just going through finding, then you're piecing shit together. If you really want to be a detective and not like LA Noir, like if you want to do it it's really well done. Art style is cool, but it's tough. But it was interesting. I streamed that if you guys want to go check that out. But that's it, man. That's all I've really been playing and watching.
Cool. Back on Arcane for just a second, bro. This show made me really fucking love Jinx, bro. I know she's supposed to be a bad.
Yeah.
You know, and I know she's always been like somewhat of a mascot for League of Legends or whatever, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Based off of looks and stuff, but man, just like her story and all that shit, bro. And Vi too. Like Vi, so
low key, everybody, bro.
Besides,
I feel like everybody has such a good origin story,
Jace, bro.
I hated Jace in the game.
He's like the most low budget Iron Man that's fucking everything up, bro. I don't like him.
I ain't mad at it. There has to be a Jace in a lot of things.
Yeah. Yep. Hopefully Echo gets some more shine. Echo trying to you'll keep watching. You'll keep watching.
Man, I'm just excited so because we get like there's so much stuff to look forward to in Arcane that it's just they're able to keep this going for so long, because I don't know how they're going to branch like the Deep and Shurima, you know, all that cool stuff. Like they have all
for Arcane. Yeah, this is the final season. So what I think might happen, to your point, is instead of they did Arcane, so you get the full story kind of how all that shit happened,
built over and stuff.
Yep, and the what's it called, the hex tech and all that, right? And the runes or whatever. And I think hopefully, because there's too much fucking material out there.
There's a lot.
Hopefully they branch off to another region.
Yeah,
you know.
So every series will just be another region, pretty much, and then eventually they'll probably combine type of thing. I'm not mad at that because they got a lot of world, and that's why I was saying, because like, how are they going to segue from Piltover to Shurima or the Deep? You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be crazy. But I'm here for it.
Or what's the Targon? Targon's like the most magical of all of them. Is that what it's called? Targon, the purple symbol.
I know one of the items in the game is Targon's, yeah.
Yeah. So Targon, and then like the Void, like get some of that Void action in there, you know what I'm saying?
And even seeing, what's his name, Bran, or is that his name? Just characters. This is because he's a pretty like a mascot character too. This is so many characters that I want to see. Bro. Like it's really well done.
Because if they do go to the Void, they'd be able to have like Cho'Gath. That's
Cho'Gath, yeah. Malzahar. You know,
and the thing is, they're gonna have to have origins for them too. So it's like, so to your point again, I could see this being like a season per region, maybe, or something.
Maybe this is like a segue
or series.
Into what's the one Ambrose is from? The big black chick. Darius is from there too. God God damn it, it's in the show. They came over from. Oh my God, how did I forget, bro? Somebody in the chat can probably tell me. Fuck, I'll remember it on the sly or something like later. But if you hear me blurt out a word, that's what it is. All right, Nova, what you been playing and watching, man?
To that point, actually, I played a little bit of League yesterday.
Okay,
with the homie. Got back on there. Been playing that one for a while, but I haven't played it in a minute. But played a game or two of that. And of course, played a little bit of Call of Duty. I haven't gotten a chance to play that season 1 just yet, so I know what I'm gonna be doing after this. Hop on, check it out, see what they talking about. But other than that, man, checked out episode 2 of Penguin. I'm still trying to catch up. I'm terrible with staying current with shows, but we gonna do our best out here in these streets. Man.
That's right, man. Slow and steady wins the race, baby. It don't matter when you finish it. It just matters if It just matters if you finish it.
That's facts. But in today's age, the way I be waiting, bro, like half the time it'd be like, man, that show got canceled. It ain't gonna have no more seasons. I'm just saving myself some time, low key. Yeah. I'd be like, ain't no season 2 or 3. Okay, I ain't even gonna start.
That's why I'm glad they were up front with Penguin and it was just one and done. Like it's just this is it. But it's gonna but it's gonna segue into DCE.
Yeah, that's why I'm really cool with it because it segues.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's a good show to do that with too, man. Like even the first episode felt like a movie in itself, bro. So I feel like you could just keep doing it. The second episode, another movie, bro. I'm like, yo, they are killing it, man. Bro. The cinematics, all the stuff that they be getting into and getting out of, bro. It keeps you locked in for sure.
They keep churning it up.
HBO budget.
Yeah, they keep churning that shit up. That shit is magnificent.
Yeah. Because I was like, I don't know how they going to go even higher than the first episode. Second episode said, watch me work. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it heats up for sure.
Yeah. Damn, I really had no issues with this show either. Like,
it's
just so good, bro.
Nah.
It's just a magnificent display of writing. Fuck. The writing is so goddamn good. Like, whenever, like, sometimes you can't, you have good shows, right? And you're like, you don't really pay attention to the writing. Like, you notice the writing when it's bad, right? And there's some shows just but this shit, I was noticing how fucking good the writing was, bro. I was like, fuck, they cooked, bro.
Really good.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. Anything else?
Nah, man. Yeah. That's all I've been watching, man. But on top of what you said, Paul, about the writing, like even the acting, like even the side characters is not the less important characters. They're out there acting their ass off too, bro. Like it feels like I'm just getting a viewpoint into some real stuff that's happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't. I feel totally immersed in the story and what they got going on. But
actually living in Gotham, it's like day by day in Gotham is really cool to see.
Yeah, because I'm so used to like bad stuff in Gotham coming, happening, and then Bruce come in, slapping people up. It's like, all right, like I know Bruce can't get to everything, so what's falling through the cracks, or what happened before him or whatever. So it's cool,
bro. And the way they portray Gotham. Bro, I might be doing some crime too, bro. That shit look horrible.
Bro, horrible. Terrible, bro.
That shit looks horrendous, bro. I'm like, nah, bro.
New York on 10.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, and that's already a lot. Like,
yeah. It's like 90s New York. You know what I mean? Like 90s New York, but still on 10, bro.
But with tech.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit's crazy, bro. Lucius Augustus comes in. What's up, my boy? With the $5. Said, with Xbox being everywhere and everything, do we continue to see substandard endpoints? Xbox seems to be the worst endpoint in each product category. Well, I can answer a little bit, but we'll go ahead and start segueing into that here in just a moment. And thank you for the $5 super chat. I really appreciate it. sometimes, in my opinion, sometimes companies do a lot at once, and none of it's really good. You know what I mean? Whenever they focus too much on, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably gonna be good for their bottom line, right? For spreading everything out everywhere. But sometimes what that does is you have like missteps, and like you said, like the endpoints. Instead of like hyper focusing on one issue, fixing that and making it great and moving on to the next, it seems like they're just doing a whole lot at once. Yeah, so like Lucius, I know you and a couple of others I've talked about the Xbox app is bad on PC a lot. But I honestly, like, I like Steam, but I've never really, I know y'all was having issues with like Hellblade when it first launched, but I've really never had an issue with the Xbox app. And again, my experience is anecdotal, like it, you know what I mean? But yeah, xCloud is the worst cloud experience for sure, though. Compared to everything else, bro, that shit is, I don't even want to touch it, if that makes sense. Like, if it's, I'd rather just not play until I get home.
Yeah, I feel that.
But that's just me or whatever. But we'll get into that. Really quick, what I've been playing, League of Legends. And I haven't really watched much, man. I've been on my political podcast shit, watching Breaking Points, Majority Report. Trying to just, prep myself and the family on what's to come. You feel me? More knowledge, the better. But damn, that's all I've been playing really is League. Did I play anything else recently? I played a little bit of Dragon Age. So, yeah, Dragon Age and League of Legends. And I don't really mention these much, but I've been playing Pokemon TCG, Pocket.
Oof.
Man,
heard they have trading coming up soon.
Yes,
More
sir.
addiction.
Yes, sir.
I want to play that shit so bad, but I know myself. I just know myself.
Yep, you're gonna be doing the microtransactions. Yes, I need to open more packs.
Yes, I need them. Just gonna get one more, buy 5.
And the pack opening is so satisfactory, bro. Like, it's so,
it looked good.
It's so good, bro. And then when you can turn it to see if you got a rare in there or something, bro, that shit's clean.
That's crazy.
Yeah, me too, Lucius. But that's what I do usually whenever a game first comes out, and then I slow down.
How much is the pack going in the game? Going for?
Well, it's damn. I don't even really know. I think you can get like, if I measure this correctly, you spend like $30. I think you get around 35, 40 packs, and each pack has 6 cards in it. No, 5 cards in it.
Okay, that's the minimum.
Yeah, do you get guaranteed a star card like back in the day?
Nah, them shits
per pack.
Nope, them shits.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
But I've been pulling
I
like
get
super
it.
great.
I get it.
Yeah, I've been pulling hella good, bro. And yeah, you do get free 2 free a day, and then if you sign up for their monthly subscription, you get like a whole bunch of bonus stuff, and then an additional pack every 24 hours. So you get 2 free packs a day. Yeah. So, but they got a lot of content.
I need them to be NFTs.
Bro. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Right? They have unlimited potential with that stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, that's why I'm scared. It's like this was something that I'm glad that they didn't come out a few years, because I've been waiting on this for a while, to be honest. But I'm in a point in my life where I just right now I can't.
It's hard to, bro. Yeah, no, I feel it. I feel it. Yeah, and I've been playing Runeterra too, Legends of Runeterra. So,
I'm about to boot that up soon.
Yeah, it's really good.
How is it now? I haven't played it.
So
in like a little bit.
know what? The last year I haven't played any PvP. I just play Path of Champions or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And I don't spend any money at all. It's just I just play Path of Champions, and that shit's fun because you get a lot of wacky combinations with that. So it's super cool. The PvE on that is super good. All right, let's Fuzzy. What's up, man? We got Spartan661 in the house as well, and Zach Riley. It's good seeing y'all here, man. And then we got Spider Ring too, man. Spidey Ring. But let's go ahead. Lucius Augustus kind of brought it up a little bit. Xbox everywhere and everything. So Skell, that's your topic for today, man. Holla at me.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? Well, Xbox continues its push beyond consoles with new ad campaign. This comes by way of The Verge. Microsoft has been trying to expand Xbox to multiple devices for more than 5 years now, and it's launching a new marketing campaign to make it very clear that it thinks every screen is an Xbox now. This is an Xbox campaign is launching today to position the Xbox brand as a way to play games across multiple devices instead of just an Xbox console. This is an Xbox and advises people to play with the Xbox across multiple devices and screens, explains Chris McNary, Senior Director of Xbox Marketing. It showcases the evolution of Xbox as a platform that extends across devices with bold, iconic, fun visuals and lighthearted tone. Microsoft has created, I actually like the ad, by the way, it wasn't that bad. Microsoft has created a series of ads that will appear online on digital billboards and even on the sides of buses that are designed to make it clear that laptops, TVs, handheld gaming PCs, and even VR headsets can now be considered an Xbox. Dang. It's the latest step in Microsoft's ongoing gaming strategy to reach players beyond the Xbox console, something that started with the introduction of Xbox Cloud Gaming more than 6 years ago. In recent months, Microsoft has been referring to it internally as Xbox Everywhere, as it increasingly looks as it bringing more Xbox games to PlayStation, Switch, and other platforms and devices. Microsoft has also been using the no console require messaging for its Xbox TV app for Samsung TVs and Amazon Fire TV Fire Stick earlier this year. What are you guys' initial thoughts on Xbox pulling the trigger on being everywhere? Nova, I will start with you.
To be honest with you, man, just initial thoughts. I think it's actually a good idea, man, to be honest. I think that as consumers, we know that they take big, huge hits on the consoles, at least the first couple of years that they come out. The Xbox One didn't do so hot. The Series X and the Series X are they're solid products, but we all know that they definitely got outsold by PlayStation. You know what I mean? And I think that Xbox is trying to do something a little bit different when it comes to giving you their services, man, because I remember having to buy 2 versions of Call of Duty back in the day because I wanted to play with my friends. And luckily I was fortunate enough back then to have $120 to spend on a base game, but most people don't, you know what I mean? And it'll remove the barrier of entry. Well, not remove it. It'll lessen the barrier of entry, or at least give you the option to choose how you want to play, your games, your Xbox games, that is, if you don't have an Xbox Series X, you can play on a Legion Go, or you can play on a ROG Ally. And I think that we say that Game Pass is like the best deal in gaming. This is a good entry for a lot of different people to try it, personally. And for me, like I haven't had issues, as many issues with the Xbox app. It's mostly Windows issues, because the Xbox app does have to connect to the online services. I've had issues to where I can't log into my account, and just a simple reboot would fix that. As far as like the cloud services, it's not the greatest way to play the game to begin with, but I tried Sifu on there, man. I've tried Hellblade on there, and it's all right. It's not the best experience, but it's all right. I think it's moving in the right direction. But for me personally, initial thoughts, man, I think it's a good idea to go ahead and do that, because to be honest, if I had a business, bro, and I knew that the first 2 years of every time I try to release a product, I'm losing money on it, and there's a different way to get my services and to get my products to the customer, and they can consume the product how they see fit, it feels like it's a win-win from the corporate aspect and, a winning aspect for the consumer as well. But I'm sure there's downsides. Like one thing is like, all right, well, I'm not gonna the games, I'm not gonna have the physical games, but we've been, on that for a while, that we don't necessarily own the games anyway.
Right.
You know, and it's the same thing. You know, it's the same thing like Netflix, if you think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back then they had their physical DVDs and all that stuff, you know, and it was coming to consumers, and that's how you consume the product.
Yep.
But game changed, man, when they started having everything being digital, and you pay for a subscription, and you can use the Netflix app on your Fire TV stick, on your Xbox, on your PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it puts more eyes on the things that you have, bro. So like, I think that it's definitely going to be some growing pains for the long time fans of Xbox to kind of, you know, to buy into it. But ultimately, I think it's a good look, man.
Yeah. No, I understand that for sure. It definitely seems like they're just trying to expand and not have I think they're trying to make it to where there's no excuse that you cannot play the Xbox games. And hearing that, I mean, that's not too bad. We got any more, or do you want me to pass it?
You can go ahead and pass that. That was my initial thoughts.
What do you think, Viking? Initial thoughts on Xbox being freeware?
So I think mine is a little, and bear with me, please. Okay, I think it's a good thing, right? I think the timing of the advertisement's a little off. Okay, the reason why I say that is because it's not Xbox everywhere, and it's not everything is an Xbox, because I can't play college football on everything. I don't hate it, Black Kaiju. Calm down. There's a lot of games that are not play anywhere that I would not be able to just play wherever I am. Even within the PC store or the Xbox app or whatever. Like if I buy it on Xbox, it is not going to be on my PC app. Like let's Undisputed, for example, or Dragon Ball Sparking, or Baldur's Gate 3, right? Like if I buy these games through the Xbox storefront, they do not appear everywhere, right? So what you're telling me really is Game Pass everywhere, right? Like that makes sense, right? There's a few, and they've gotten better. Their idea or their goal, I think, is to make things open to where you can play these games. No, like if you buy it from an Xbox store, you can play it through any Xbox app anywhere, right? Which I think that's the goal. But I wonder if somebody who's not in the know like us would be able to see that ad and be like, oh shit, I can finally play Madden on my phone, or I can play Madden on my Fire Stick, or like I'm just talking about the big games. Luckily Call of Duty is now in Game Pass, so that's play anywhere. But
right,
you know, if you take Call of Duty for example, that wouldn't have been the case, you know, a couple years ago or whatever. So really this is like some games like Sega does a phenomenal job. I think Final Fantasy Pixel is now play anywhere. Pretty much all Sega Atlas games are play anywhere. So that's cool. But I like the direction they're going, right? I just think that it's a miss, in my opinion, on the timing of it. I think trying to shake up or smooth out with third-party publishers, the third-party play anywhere deals. Like I don't know like how hard that is, right? I'm not going to pretend to think or know how hard that is or how easy it is. To just it's not. I know it's not just turning on the switch and now it's play anywhere. But it'd be nice if they, like we said, like I think Lucius was alluding to, they're doing all these things and the endpoints are kind of bad or whatever. It'd be nice to focus on that, because play anywhere is, I think it's one of, next to Quick Resume, I think it's one of the fan favorite features that Xbox has, right? So
it is a cool feature.
So when a game is play anywhere, it's people fucking love it. That's my philosophy on buying games now, is that if it's play anywhere, I buy it on Xbox. If it's not, I'm buying it on Steam, because now I can play, if I'm on Steam, I can play it on my PC and I can play it on my ROG Ally, right? If it's not and I bought it on the Xbox and it's not play anywhere, I can only play it on the Xbox, right? 95, like Lucius said, 95% of everything he has isn't play anywhere. Right,
95% is
not play anywhere.
No,
and if I go through my library, I think mine would be the same as well, or whatever. Like a lot of my library isn't on my PC, or whatever, because I bought it through Xbox. So I think the timing of it's a great fucking ad. Do not get me wrong, and the PC Game Pass ad they just did too was phenomenal. I think it's just a little misleading to say that your phone is now on Xbox, but all the games that you bought on Xbox are not going to be there.
Right.
To like a normal consumer, I guess. You know what I mean? So yeah, like when Monster Hunter comes out next year, you know, you got a decision to make. Do you buy it on Xbox and it just stays solely on Xbox? Or do you buy it on Steam and then you can have it on your ROG Ally and your PC? You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean that's me. That's just from a marketing standpoint. I think that was my only issue. A lot of people were talking about it. It's diluting the brand and stuff. I think it's fun. I honestly think as a consumer, right, it's great. Now, will this have ripple effects into, you know, third-party publishers not wanting to, will want to skip Xbox because it's not selling consoles, because they're telling you don't need an Xbox. You can just have a Fire Stick or, you know, a PC or whatever. Do they start skipping more because the consumer base isn't there and I don't have enough resources as it is to put it into something that 10-12% of all the what's name will go into or whatever. But I guess time will tell on that one. But we do know that these companies like to move fast and hard on new ideas and trends and whatever, and sometimes them shits don't shake out. You know what I mean? Sometimes being first is not best, right? So I think what PlayStation is doing is slowly getting there, but they know that from their business model, they're able to sell those PlayStations, so they'll keep that. I think what will happen with PlayStation is slowly but surely we're starting to see that window close for PC releases, right? It's not day and date yet, but it's getting shorter and shorter. And then we'll start seeing stuff. What they'll do first is go to Nintendo for the Switch 2 to release stuff, right? I think Xbox would be the last place that they ever even think about putting stuff on. From a first party perspective, I'm not talking about third party or money had it stuff with timed exclusive. I'm talking strictly Insomniac games, Guerrilla game, like Sucker Punch,
Horizons.
Yeah, you're not going to see Ghost of Tsushima on an Xbox for a very, 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 very long time.
But you would see it on a Switch 2 before.
Yes. Yeah. I think they would hit up Nintendo first before they hit up Xbox.
I think so. Shit, the way that Lego Horizon dropped, I think they're like, we're trying to be good, son.
Right, because it's two different markets, right? It's kind of two different markets, right? Like with, you know, you don't get the insane graphics or the PlayStation tech with a Switch or whatever, even a Switch 2, right? You won't get the best and the brightest, but it's a handheld and people will probably double dip, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, man. So those are my initial thoughts. I think, like I said, man, I think the everything everywhere. It's been like that. We knew the direction it was going into. I just really, really hope that they keep on ramping up the play anywhere, because that's what will make that bitch hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If everything is play anywhere, it'll fucking hit. That's why Steam's so successful with the handheld, with the Legion Go, with it's open source, it's a PC, right? But with the Legion Go, with the ROG Allies, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why that's such a hit, because you buy it once and you can play it pretty much anywhere on any PC.
You can actually take your entire library without even worrying about if it's able to play or not. Yeah, I can see that.
For me, I always have to research if the games play anywhere or not, and then I make an informed decision on if I buy it on Steam or buy it on Xbox. But when I don't have to worry about that anymore, I'll probably buy everything off Xbox, unless I want it to be modded. Unless it's a game I know that I want to have mods, then I'll have it on Steam. So yeah, that's sorry to be long about it, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. So yeah, so yeah, Chad. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Okay, I just think that some other priorities to be marketed should be in order. Macer Tech says play anywhere, quick resume, and auto HDR. Yep. I be advertising the fuck out of play anywhere. So that's cool, man. I'm a play anywhere kind of guy. You feel me? Paris came in the chat talking Xbox podcast. That boy. Y'all see that picture of him taking a picture of his burnt steak?
Nah.
Yeah, it's all over Twitter, man. It's crazy.
I ain't been on that dang in a minute, bro.
P Pistol G
much on that.
said, "What up? What y'all elders up to?" I thought you said elder. What up, elders? I thought you said that at first.
My elder.
My elder. Oh my gosh, yeah. Make sure that pic had me laughing out loud. That shit was funny, bro. I cooked that up so fast. All right, cool. What about you? What say you, Scale?
To your point, really, the ad was cool. The ad itself is cool. I get it. But to your point, I think the timing is strange and kind of, like, to your point again, misleading, because you can't play everything. Now, if that's what I would have in my head, if I seen this ad, I'll be thinking, what? I could play all my games wherever I want. I'm just going to put my phone. I'm going to be able to play Baldur's Gate and NCAA or college football, but be able to do all that stuff. This is how'd they come up with this? No, not quite. So, for me personally, I don't purchase like this. You know what I mean? Most of my library is Steam. I don't do the play anywhere stuff because I don't have I just don't game that way, and I don't game mobily that much until I get a handheld PC or Xbox handheld, whatever one comes out. I'm telling you, I kind of can't wait for that Xbox handheld whenever it comes through. That will be when I can start having a solid like just Xbox library, because until then, Steam is my best friend. You know what I mean? Like, it just speaks to me in every way. I get to play all my games wherever I want. When I do get I'm already building a library for when I get a handheld. So the fact that I can do that so easily, but the ad itself is fine. I just still feel like people don't know what Game Pass is. I don't know. I still feel like they need to
make Game Pass ad was actually pretty fucking far. I think it's the best ad they had. But
that's PC Game Pass. It's like,
you see
that
the
ain't
Xbox
even
logo though. You know what I mean? So
yeah, you're right.
But it was.
I just feel like you're
fire.
No, I thought
PC is an Xbox. We know that now.
But I think your normal consumer isn't going to, like, you know what I'm saying? They're not using PC Game, because PC Game Pass is the overall best way to go. Period. Because it's cheaper too. It's $11.99. Like, it's just, I think for now that's what I pay. But like, it's just the way. But yeah, I don't have a problem with the ad. I think it's cool that they're trying to let everyone know that it can be played everywhere. I know that for brand identity and stuff like that, you Xbox fans are probably hurting. You know, it's. I know this is tough to hear and see, maybe, but hey, man, the game's changing. The scope has changed. Gaming is kind of officially changed. As a consumer, I'm eating. This stuff. None of this shit is bothering me. You know what I mean? Like at all. But I don't have a problem with this. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would say the game is changing, yeah, and it's evolving. You know what I mean? I think that what Xbox is to Microsoft is definitely changing. It's not the old school, Xbox console lose the money a little bit, and then I think that it's just changing. I think that they see that they're losing the fight when it comes to the consoles, and they're just trying to figure out a way to be first and to do something really well in a space that's not really had anybody that's like doing it really, really well. Because I think Viking, you also showed us an article that was talking about the handheld 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
And that may be like a few years out because they wanted to spend some time pouring some money, time and effort into the cloud services. You know what I mean? And when they do come out with a handheld, I don't know how powerful it will be. So maybe they're trying to spend a little bit of time and get in front of it to maybe pour some funds into some cloud so they can do a lot of the computing from the data centers and then give you what I mean? So you don't have to pay an arm and a leg for that specific handheld, So
That's a good
I think
point.
I think they're trying to do something a little bit different. And if it is proven to be something pretty cool, who knows what PlayStation might be doing to follow. But
I think that's a good point for the handheld too, is having making sure that it has enough, like the cloud can be is good enough that when they advertise this handheld, they have something that no matter what is going to be solid product, even if you're not running it, because like you said, you don't know how powerful it's going to be. So if they have a problem running some things natively, at least they have that as a backup to where you can play it no matter what. Now I don't know about the quality and stuff like that, the internet and things like that, but you will be able to play everything. So that's a good point.
Or even more games, like even if they don't have all of the games, you know what I mean, on there, at least you'd be able to play them at maybe a better fidelity or something of that nature. But I saw you. What were you about to say, Viking?
Oh yeah, I'm not buying no Xbox. No Xbox handheld if I can't play all the games. You know what I mean? Like
I feel
I'd much rather just buy a ROG Ally or a Legion Go or whatever iteration that there is at that time. Because I think they can get up to that power level. You know what I mean? And I know the cost of it would probably go up doing this, but I really I really hope that they have two versions of the handheld, just like you have two versions of an iPad, but make one of them to where it's 5G capable. If that makes sense.
Like the AT&T plans.
Yeah, so you can put a plan on it with Verizon or something like that to where you have unlimited access. That way, like, you just be out and about.
That's what the Vita had too.
Oh yeah. So then, you could really play, really damn near anywhere. You know what I mean? If it had like the 5G capabilities, or if that comes out, maybe it's 6G at the time. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know if 6G is a thing, but
because I think that's like the biggest thing with this, because it's a handheld, is you want that shit to be mobile, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's a good point to have it with the 5G, because you get to literally, as soon as you walk out of your house from Wi-Fi and that Wi-Fi cuts off, you want to be straight internet. You want to you don't have to worry about having to find Wi-Fi, find this down. You want to be able to smoothly transition. So I think that's a good point. I don't know how they're going. I feel like historically a lot of those versions have failed, those 5G versions, because just a lot of people. I had the internet version of the Vita, and I had the internet version of those iPads and stuff like that, and them shits just, they end up stop making them, or the plans are just something. Real? So I don't know how they're gonna go about that. Yeah, it's just like, bro, those like that 5G Vita, that shit's hard to find. Like they just stopped doing them after a while. I don't even think you can get service to those anymore. Well, not anymore, probably, because it's old shit. But at one point when it was active, they had already shut down the thing for it. But I think that's a good idea, and I think by the time it comes out, shit'll be just better because tech's getting better every day. So I think that's a good point.
But in that regard, man, like tech's getting better every day. I'm curious to see how Xbox would even do a handheld, man, because I feel like the cadences of these handhelds dropping is really fast, bro. Like for instance, the ROG Ally came out mid last year, and the Ally X came out mid this year.
Yeah,
and there's many new Chinese handhelds coming out.
There's so many Chinese ones
to
cop too.
Aya Neo drops a handheld every couple of months.
All the time.
So I don't know if that standard console cadence will work in that specific space. But I'm an Xbox fan too, so I would love to give them a try, see what they got going. But I don't know how they're gonna do that, man. So we'll see.
I think that's where the cloud would help them out, is when longevity, they'll be able to say, hey, you can still play it. Yeah, our hardware's getting a little diminished. We're working on our mid-gen refresh for the handheld, but you can still play everything without feeling that, stutter.
Right.
I don't know how good that cloud's going to be at the time, so I don't know.
I feel like, because like they've been really slow on the cloud shit, bro. Like, and I feel like if let's say it drops 2026, or 2020, let's just say 2026, right? The handheld drops, and it's not going to be on a standard, just like Legion Go and Steam Deck will probably come out every 2 years, a new one, right? Once I start seeing my Xbox handheld start to degrade after 2 or 3 years, right, and they don't come out with anything, I'm copping whatever iteration is out in 2030 of a ROG Ally or something else, because the games are going to keep getting better and more CPU intensive or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I want my shit to look good while I'm on the go. You know what I mean? So just like whenever my games start looking pretty fucking shitty on my ROG Ally or whatever, I'm going to cop a new one. And there's always going to be, and it's just PC, right? It's just a PC.
Yeah.
And there's always going to be some new iteration of something with a better CPU and GPU and whatever, right? So I don't know if they can risk waiting 8 years to put out another iteration of a handheld.
I don't think they can. They got to increase the cadence.
They have to.
Because like when it comes to generations of consoles, like there hasn't really been a handheld like console that has come out, because they don't do mid-gens on like handheld stuff. You do new iterations normally. So that's because your hardware is going to diminish.
Yes.
No matter what. It's just with the time. So if you have your Xbox fan base having a handheld that's like out of date within 2 years, we know that Xbox is not just going to drop a new handheld. Like I doubt they even do a mid-gen. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure they're just going to let that thug it out until the next iteration, and then you know what they're going to have? A good cloud service.
Exactly.
so that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, but can I ask y'all this? Like, if you as a consumer go out and buy the handheld, right, and you already paid the money for the device, and then there's a new ROG Ally that comes out, ROG Ally Z or something, right? Would Microsoft / Xbox care? Because you already paid for the handheld anyway, and you're still trying to pay the money to play the games on their services from a different platform. Yeah, so they wouldn't care.
Yeah,
that's why I'm worried.
Yeah, and they'd have to really increase the, especially if they do Play Anywhere, right? Like. Why? So they're probably working on something to where, for the Xbox handheld, it's an open platform. Probably you have Steam on there or whatever. It's just all that Windows stuff that we see on our Legion Goes, and I think they would just be competing on spec than on ecosystem, right? Because whatever the Xbox handheld can do, the ROG Ally can do, the Legion Go can do. And I'm sure they would probably, because they don't give a shit, they'll probably partner up with a whole bunch of third-party manufacturers, right? And build their own Xbox handheld, right? like to have Asus do an Xbox handheld. Or I'm just saying, right? Paris, why are you saying the same thing again? Shout out to what's his name? I saw Gaz was in the chat. What's Gucci, Gaz? I don't know if you're still here or not. And we also had we got a lot of people in here, man. We got Understanding. I gave a shout out to Mazer Tech, of course. Adidas 20 a P Gene up in the crib. Live Supremacy, the best mod in the business. Splendiferous is up in here. Who else? We had Focus Active. Oh, those are okay. I have to read those out. And of course, Pierce got his. Oh my gosh, bro. Y'all some fools, man. But yeah, Microsoft's probably gonna be in a difficult situation when it comes to hardware, and honestly, they probably don't give a shit. I think they're just constantly working on ecosystem, and I'm sorry for the console only guys, right? Like, I really don't care because
I try not to be that way.
I try not to either, but like as a consumer, for me, like if they improve on their ecosystem, that's a win for me, right? Like or whatever. Like I do like the Xbox console, and I like the Xbox brand more than I like the PlayStation brand, just based off of pure customer satisfaction. When it comes to like calling for repairs or getting your shit if you're locked out of your account, or they don't do very many shady practices, in my opinion, when it comes to the console. So that's why I like them more. But yeah, man. So yeah, I honestly feel like they'll do the handheld, and they'll probably even contract some third-party developers or manufacturers to do an Xbox console. It's not going to be made by Xbox, but it'll be made by somebody else, and probably they'll have like 4 or 5 different types you can get every other couple of years, so you can always stay up to date and current.
That is what would keep shit going. If they do have other, like, source out hardware, that'll keep them. That'll keep that handheld rolling smooth. It's just like, here's another one, and then the consoles. Sure.
They would just use the Xbox OS, and then it's still open platform to where you can have Steam and Epic Game Store on it and everything like that, and call that shit a day. I'm sure Satya just can't wait for that shit to happen.
Boy, he like, let's go.
So yeah, I mean, I feel for like console only gamers, you know what I mean? But like,
yeah, for sure.
I'm a lot of people probably got soured off of PCs like maybe 5-10 years ago. But boy, you guys probably use PCs all the time at work, bro. I mean, it's no different. Honestly, you just boot the shit on and just you open up Steam and get to playing. You know what I mean? Sometimes there's issues, and when you have issues, it's a bit of pain in the ass, but not really, because like you have YouTube. Type in your problem, and it pops up, right? Sometimes there's delays because the drivers aren't working correctly when a new game comes out. But hey, that at least PC to me is, I mean, it's an Xbox, so y'all can't get on me. So it's kind of the best place to play, man. Right? Like you have the most customization options. I'm even podcasting on an Xbox right now. So there you go. You know what I'm saying?
That part. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You could do so.
It's not the box, man. It's the Xbox ability to have an Xbox experience. You know, where you want to have the Xbox experience. That's what it is.
And my Xbox experience is pretty crazy. I'm using a DualSense playing Xbox games, y'all. Like, it's just the way I can just maneuver around is the way. I do understand how being on PC can be off-putting. I get it. Trust me. I've had so many scary moments. I think that's really what it is too, is that it's scary. It's kind of scary being on PC. Like when something messes up, it's like, oh shit, here we go again. Shout out to CJ. But it's like, bro, it is scary sometimes for sure. But the amount of happiness I get from this fucking thing, dude, And I've gotten my money's worth. I bought a pre-built, and that shit lasted me like 4 years. Like, so and with no upgrades. So to that point, anybody can at least get into it and then upgrade it every 4 years or so. Like, it's the way.
Yeah.
The price, all right. The price is kind of all right. It's intimidating.
You get so much for that price, though,
you do.
Bruh.
You
get much cheaper games. You don't have to pay for internet. Your Game Pass is a lot cheaper, right? Like you get so much, right?
You get a whole computer. You get a whole computer. Like outside of gaming, you get work. You know what I'm saying? You get to life. We live off computers, y'all. It's almost mandatory to have one nowadays. So you might as well make it your game system too.
You get Xbox and PlayStation games. You get your hentai games if you're into that gooning type shit.
Boy, if Steam puts them shits up on my popular and trending, bro, I'm like, what game is this? Up. God damn it. I'm like,
you see boobies
but
getting
to your point,
milked, bro. You get boobies getting milked.
To your point, they're there.
Yeah.
They're there.
Yeah. Everybody wants to talk about exclusives, not knowing that PC has by far the most exclusives that come out every year, right? When it comes to Steam or whatever, like we're already playing No Rest for the Wicked. We're already playing Hades 2, right? Like
it's true.
An Xbox game, Towerborn, was marketed by Xbox, but we're already playing that. You know what I mean? Like, so it is what it is, man.
And when you get tired of those games, you get mods, bro.
You get mods.
The longevity of the games continue. Yeah, it's just so much you can do.
And there's
game changing mods too, like the Fallout London mod. You're getting whole different type of game mods. Like you get CJ swinging around on Spider-Man. Kermit swinging around on Spider-Man. The mod, our games are extended beyond New Game Plus. You know what I mean? It's just it's crazy.
And then like when you look at PlayStation and Xbox game sales, right? Laughable in the face of Steam sales, bro. I mean, not only just Steam sales, but you can go on other sites to buy keys, bro. Like, you can get a humble bundle, you know what I'm saying, for $25, bro, and get like 30 games, dog. Build your library up.
It's facts.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like, you get the PC, the price of entry is expensive, right? But luckily for y'all, since y'all voted for Trump and he's about to, make sure that y'all's paychecks are fatter, right? And make the economy good, you'll be able to afford one real soon. So I don't want to hear no excuses. You dig?
This dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't want to hear no excuses come the end of next year, bro. Economy better be fat. Fat as fuck. So yeah. Adidas and Viking for that point tell exactly what Xbox going PC and mobile. Yeah, I mean that's where the people are. PC and mobile are the fastest growing markets. Contrary to popular belief. You know what I mean?
Mobile be booming, man.
Mobile be booming.
I forget mobile is.
Yep. And then you can download full apps on phones now, which is dope.
It's true.
Yeah. Yuzu said no Windows for me on the Mac, so that's not possible. Yeah, I know people have had issues with. Mac has no games. Bro.
I've been there. I'm only saying that from experience.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not just saying that.
You know what? That's where I actually have the most hours at for Civilization. Is my MacBook. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, cause I just take it, bro. I used to be in between everything and just take my MacBook with me and just be playing, bro. Like, be in between everything.
Yeah. They got some games. They just don't have a large library.
Yeah, they have some. Yeah, they do. They're clean products, though.
They are clean products.
They're just clean ass products.
Yeah. I stopped buying MacBooks though. Like the keyboards on them shits annoy the fuck out of me. Like, I don't know why.
And it's strange because that used to be the way. Like when I
Yeah.
first had my MacBook, I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm rich or something. that's what Apple products make you feel like. They're like, wow, it feels really premium. Like it feels like out the box. But now I do feel those membrane keyboards, like ever since like mechanical switches and shit, like it's
been a wrap, bro.
Yeah.
I need to hear my keyboard singing to me, baby. You know
I do need to hear my shit. Yeah.
Them soft little membrane
tactile
joints.
feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just a little autistic in that way, I guess. So maybe we'll see.
We all like a little bit of ASMR. I feel like, man, you know what I mean? Like the mechanical keyboards do something for me, bro. Like I don't know what it is, but I just feel the feedback. It feel like I'm doing something for real.
For sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, do y'all think Apple will ever take gaming like super seriously?
No. They are a luxury item, bro. I think what they do well is when you buy it as a consumer is the feeling, like you said, you feel rich. Scale is the feeling of opulence from owning that device, right?
Ooh, say that word
it's the
again.
ease of use.
Say that word again. The
opulence.
opulence. My dog.
That's what it is, bro. When you put on there, when you use their products, man, it makes you feel like you are that person. You know what I'm saying? And they spend more time focusing on their ecosystem, like, you know, the laptop, you can get text from your phone and so on and so forth, right? And the TV, everything just works together. Yeah. So they focus more on that, and they know that the consumers are not happy with them keyboards. Marquez Brownlee talks about that all the time. Each iteration, you know what I mean? He talks about the things that's just not going right, but they don't care. Like the people are still gonna buy it, bro. They just like Nintendo. I'm not gonna lie. Like they are.
I say that all the time, dude. I'm like, Nintendo is the Apple of gaming, bro. It's like they don't give a shit, and they're successful.
Yeah. That people are gonna buy it, bro.
Yeah,
for sure. People gonna buy it.
What? I'm one of them.
Yeah.
I think Apple was like the first time I wanted to be a part of a full ecosystem. You know what I mean? I wanted the AirPods, I wanted the phone, I wanted the iPod, I wanted the Vision. I want all that. Like, I want all that shit because all this stuff works together so seamlessly. If you buy a pair of iPods or AirPods, when you open that shit up, it opens up smoother on your iPhone than a Bose, or like it's just their products work together so well. You can tell when you're not using one of their products, or you can tell when you're using a fake Apple product. You can just tell. So that I give them kudos to that. Low-key, the iPod Touch, or not the Touch, the scroll iPod was the first Apple product I had, and I was with them ever since. I was like, this shit crazy, bro.
It was clean.
Apple is crazy, and I remember them as a kid growing up, seeing them apples with the colors. They had the flat back, like the rounded back. They had a blue one, orange one. They had the circle mouse. Like they were just doing shit. I was like, is that a computer? I didn't know shit. Like I was just like, I'm used to seeing that white square box. They made something that looked like a damn alien tube or some shit. Like how'd they do that? Computer in there. They make you, even their tube computers. Like it's like how? Yeah. Not playing games, but yes.
Yeah, but Apple, y'all wrong for them damn wheels that y'all tried to put on the Mac Pro for $700, bro. Y'all wrong for that.
The wheels and
y'all wrong,
and the stand for the screens, bro, for the monitors. Oh shit! Did my stuff just time out?
Terrible. It's been freezing a little bit.
Is it completely frozen now?
But
my shit just tanked, bro. Like it says all snapped.
Just chopping in and out.
Oh my god. Bro.
I think we're still good.
I think we're good.
Okay.
It's chopping though.
Is it? I'm sorry, guys.
But we're real quick. One more thing. I think outside of that, there was one more. Oh, Apple, stop also putting the charging ports for your mice on the bottom.
Yeah, bro.
Doesn't make sense.
Does not. That did not make sense, bro. I was like, okay, so I can't use this when I'm charging it. Okay, cool.
Yeah. But all right, I digress. That's it.
All right, y'all got anything else on the Xbox is everything, everywhere, all at once? Little A24 reference there for those that don't know.
Yes, sir.
Damn, we are freezing all the time, bro. What the fuck? That's that discount.
Bliss said that discount.
God. Hopefully our volume is good, bro. I apologize. Maybe you just listen and not watch. I'm sorry.
Yeah, how's the audio?
Yuzu said, do you think Apple should buy Sony? No, I don't want any more companies getting bigger, bro. Absorbing other.
And Apple already doing movies and shit. There's no reason for.
Before we move to the next topic, let me get some of these super chats and stuff. We got Macer Tech with the $1 super chat. He didn't even say nothing. You can say something, my boy, but thanks for the $1. $1 make you holla. I love it. Thank you so much. And then we got Adidas Zero, member for 9 months. That's grifters trying to come up off Phil Spinner interviews. Chumps. Yeah, people have got a lot of wild takes on that Phil Spencer interview. We'll get into that later. We also got Splendiferous saying, y'all think Sega working on a console secretly? What y'all think?
No.
Nah, I don't think so, bro.
I don't think so.
Either.
I think they eating good enough to like, you know, I mean, they got Sonic in Smash Bros. Like, they're getting their IP some shine, and I can't think of a Sega experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would a Sega experience even
unless
look
that
like?
shit felt like Dreamcast, and I doubt they can re-achieve that. But that was a fucking experience, bro. I will never forget the Dreamcast.
Yeah, Dreamcast was amazing.
But yeah, I don't think they can. In order to, I don't
think anybody's going to get into the console space anymore. If anything,
it would be Apple. If anybody, it'd be Apple. But
it will still be open.
That thing would be $6,000, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably, it'll be. Somebody would have to make it open to get into this space now.
Yeah, it's sold up.
Yeah, it's sold up. Spartan 661 gifted 5 Longhouse Gaming Podcast memberships. Those went out to Lowwood 82, my boy Mav from Fun Speculation. You know I got soul. Focus Active, and my good Aussie brother from down under. Risk it for the biscuit. Thank you, Spartan, so much. I don't know how good this is going to come up off, but we'll try this. Hold on.
So it cuts out for our Discord or on Discord.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spartan 661, you've been the man. Past couple of podcasts, bro. I appreciate you doing those gifteds for us, man. 100%. And then we got Splendiferous with the $2. He said, y'all look like y'all on meds every time it freezes. Sensational. Are you saying we look like we on some lean, bro? You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Don't worry about what's in my cup.
Let's see. User said the Dreamcast was the Capcom machine. Capcom put everything on there, and all of it was arcade per
bro.
Dreamcast was so fun.
Dreamcast,
bro.
Powerhouse.
It was heat. Everything
it was beyond. It was before his time, bro. I feel like if they would have waited a few years and dropped all of that, like Let's Get Ready to Rumble boxing was dope. You had Sonic Adventures on that thing. You had the VMUs, which was a small handheld console that you could take with you to play anywhere. And then that data transferred into the actual game when you connected it back to the console. And it was online.
It was online, bro. That was
and
my first
time
playing online.
It had a web browser too.
Like, it had everything, bro.
It was
too ahead of its time, man. That was one of the best cases I've seen of ahead of its time that I've ever seen in my life. I was just like, how is this failing? It does everything, and it did it before. It was just too ahead. It's like people couldn't grasp it. And then SOCOM came out on PS2, and it killed everything.
It was over.
As far as online, that started online gaming. But nah, Dreamcast had.
That's right. Dead or Alive was real.
What is that? Dead or Alive. What's that? MMO Fantasy Star. That was also on Dreamcast. NBA 2K Online was also on Dreamcast. Like Dreamcast had a lot
Power
of
Stone
games, and the graphics, boy, killing shit,
bro. And the commercials, they had the best ads, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
they killed, bro.
I don't know how it failed, bro.
That was an experience. It was just too ahead.
I will say, man, I spent the majority of my time on Dreamcast taking care of my chows. You feel me?
Oh, boy. Even before I had the memory card, I was leaving my Dreamcast on. I was like, oh no, these childs got to grow up. I need to. That's why I've been saying this on stream a lot. And they need to remake Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 and put them together and have a whole thing with that, and have a child system. Like they could eat.
I need that child system back, bro. I need that,
bro.
Yeah. I spent so many fucking hours and days on that shit. Like,
they kept rewarding you. We kept mixing chows and coming up with different ones. The evil chow and the heavy, the angel chow.
And then you could race them, bro. Yeah, bro.
Them stats mattered. I remember seeing some of my chows like, bro, you're slow as shit.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Felt like it was dog fighting around that motherfucker, boy. It felt like Michael Vick with the chows.
They could eat off of that, man. It'd be a modern day kind of not Animal Crossing, but it could have as much hype as something like that. Like people coming up with chows, DLC for chows, being able to explore people's areas, like and where they grow their chows up. Because you had different areas with the chows too. You had the beaches, and then you had like hell and heaven, like type of thing. It was crazy, bro. It was,
and then we could race each other's chows. That would be super dope.
Yeah, that'd be hella dope, bro.
Damn, just remove Big the Cat's section of the game, though. Remove that.
Either take him out or make all his shit cutscenes, bro.
Yeah, bro.
No, if I have to fish, y'all failed. I can't deal with. I can't deal with them, man.
If I gotta chase Froggy around, bro, somebody gonna have to run the fade.
Boy, I saw him in Sonic X Shadow Generations. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I was so mad seeing him. I just get triggered because, dude, I've replayed Sonic Adventure a bunch of times, dude. So I've had to do that shit a lot, and I'm just like, I started to do it first to knock it out. You're like, this sucks, man. It sucks.
Yeah, who thought it was a good idea to go fishing and you die? You lose a life for missing a fish, bro. You die.
You die. Everything else was so good in that game except that. That is literally the worst thing in the game, bro.
Yeah,
it sucked.
That's crazy. All right, man. Well, speaking of things sucking, especially for those with VPNs, let's go ahead and segue right into Robert's topic.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Inside Gamer, man. Insider Gaming for this article, man. It's by Activision. It says Activision's team Ricochet has published changes on Black Ops 6 and Warzone to combat account boosting and VPN users. For the longest time, gamers worldwide have accused streamers of abusing VPN lobbies to get better clips while they play in regions with less talented pool of players, which is crazy. Like, I didn't even know that people was doing this type of stuff, right? But it says, in the latest rounds of changes, Ricochet has confirmed how it's tackling that practice. And while it's not eradicating the use of VPNs, it's cutting down VPN abuse. Using VPN in Call of Duty has been a thing for several years. Typically, players will use a VPN to get away from highly competitive regions like the UK, NA, and some European countries. It reached a point where some VPN providers were marketing their products directly at Call of Duty players, trying to circumvent tougher lobbies. Boo! If you out here doing that, boo that man. Boo, boo, bro. What?
Is it
says in a recent update
nature to do that shit? Like, because like I don't know, people are just always trying to get an edge, bro. And I was like, why, bro? Like, just play the game.
Just play the game. I think people are just not used to catching the fade. They used to just handing out the hands. Yeah, and I think that's what it is, bro. It says in recent updates, it was confirmed that Team Ricochet and Treyarch has deployed 2 new changes, enhanced AFK detection to battle against account boosting, which people, and I think you've seen this too, Scale, in Valorant, where they have like they're just standing in the spawn, but they're moving enough to stay in the game.
100%.
Pisses me off, you know. Adjusting ping thresholds to require players to play matches in their region to cut down on VPNs. Back to Valorant, we wouldn't have been able to play with you when you were out there in Norway. Ping would have been too high. They would have been like, "Nah, on my way."
Well, y'all was smacking.
Stay in your lane.
Y'all was smacking with that.
Yeah,
looked like 100 ping.
Yeah,
we was going crazy.
And my son Carson,
but
he be complaining about 15 ping, bro. I'm like, bro, I'm not getting it to 0, dog.
That's crazy.
My man wants to live right next to the server, dog. Like, I was like, it's not happening.
Hey. He said, "Can we move right next to the servers, please, Pop?"
He said, "Let's move to Dallas." I'm not doing it.
All right, man. But says one thing that users insist Activision needs to address is the numbers of players taking part in the practice of two-boxing. Mostly used in Warzone. So I'm just gonna, since I didn't know what two-boxing was before I read this article, I'm gonna go ahead and briefly explain it. It says when online content creators usually sign up for a second account and intentionally play like a newbie on that account, and then create and then they actually have their real account, and then they kind of like do some weirdness where they join in the lower level account. So then when they get into the games, everybody in there, due to skill-based matchmaking, are on the level of the low-level account. Then they can come in here and 360 no-scope on mugs just for content, bro. Like,
lazy.
Yeah, bro. So with that all being said, man, have you guys experienced, I'm gonna ask you first, Scale, have you encountered any AFKers on Call of Duty or any other weird activities that you could speak of? Because they said that Black Ops 6 hasn't had much when it comes to people cheating and things of that nature. Have you experienced any weirdness on the game?
I can probably confidently say that I don't think I've experienced cheating that much on this one. Now, don't get me wrong, when I get mad and someone's popping off, that's my first thing. Fucking cheating. You gotta be cheating. They're probably not. They're probably just good at the game. But I kudos to Black Ops 6, dude, because I don't think I've experienced any cheating. Now, I haven't played the Warzone just dropped, so I haven't played that, or I haven't. But as far as multiplayer, dude, I played a lot of it. I truly don't think I've experienced too many cheaters. They've also done just a good job of monitoring overall their player base with the proximity banning, the proximity ban chat and stuff, or chat ban and stuff like that. Like, yeah, they've been doing a good job of trying to hold that down. But to your question, not really. No.
Yeah, that's a good thing, man. Personally, I haven't either. What about you, Viking?
Have I encountered any cheating?
Yeah, any cheating, any AFKing, anything, any suspicious activity on Black Ops 6?
I really haven't, bro. I think this has been like the cleanup. Like, sometimes somebody seems a little bit too good that's in the lobby, and I'll be like, all right, if they kill me again, bro, I need to see how they kill me, bro. Because I'll be looking for, like, you know, like, how did this motherfucker know I was right here, you know? But, like, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a hard thing for people to, or for developers and companies to axe all of it. But, like, so far it's been good, man. Yeah, can't really. Yeah, I think streamers started this shit, bro. I think streamers started the trend to start cheating, bro, because the better they do on stream, right, the more views and stuff. Yeah, you're insane, blah, blah, blah. You know, like the wall hacks.
I swear you're cracked. 30 kill games.
Yeah, but I think, like, and they brought a light to it. So, like, people see how good these players are, even if they're not using, like, you know, like Shroud or whatever, any cheats, bro, and they want to replicate that as small streamers. Because it was like, oh, this is what it takes to be a good streamer, is to be very, 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 like, top 0.5% of the leaderboard, bro. And you just be entertaining, bro. Just do you, be entertaining, even if you get your ass whooped. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, life goes on. you know. But yeah, I think I blame streamers for the most part. There's been cheats in games like forever, but
For sure.
um,
Counter-Strike, god damn. Counter-Strike. That is probably when I've experienced cheating to the max.
bro,
It was cheater versus cheater. I was just like, this is crazy, bro. Like,
you got
crazy
10 cheaters
crazy
in that thing, boy. It's nuts. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Probably got to cheat to keep up in that thing.
To compete. Just to compete, you have to cheat. It's like you're not even guaranteed to win. It's crazy.
Yeah. But no, I'm gonna ask you this second question too, Viking. Then I'm gonna ask you the same question, Scale. As for two boxing, which I just found out about today, seeing as this is being used with content creators for a sense of entertainment, because it seems like, man, attention has been getting people to these days.
Yeah.
But how do you, Viking, think that this type of content creation is affecting the player base
Two box
when it comes to any given game? It's when joining a lobby, they have like a purposefully keep low so they can, when they join as a higher level accountant with a higher skill, that they can just kind of beat up on the lower levels.
Smurfing.
Oh,
yeah,
smurfing. Okay, yeah. That shit's ass, bro.
Essentially.
Like, why are you doing that, man? Like, I get it. That's probably entertaining for your viewers, probably to see you stomp on some folks, bro. But like, this kind of behavior reminds me of people who just don't get no bitches. It is maidenless behavior, bro. I cannot see somebody. I can't see somebody with a wife and kids and a happy family to hop on and do that, bro. I can't see it. Like, something's got to be like, your boss must suck, right, at work, and you get beat up in the real world, and you feel like you want to replicate that online. That's trash, bro. Go get a date. You know what I mean? Lower your standards a little bit. They might lower theirs. You know, go out, have some fun. Just don't be maidenless like that, bro. Come on, calm down. Does that? I mean, to me that seems like a pretty accurate description. You know, either you're under 18 or you're maidenless doing that type of shit, bro.
Definitely will give it to the kids if they're doing it. I'm like, all right, go for it. I was about to lag switch myself back in the day. Come on, I get it. You. So I can get that at that age, yeah.
Yeah, people be doing that shit all the time in League, bro. I know, because I'll be unranked getting to a ranked match, and this month somebody is popping off, bro. And I'm like, yo, ain't no way you're this elo at all.
Right.
Yeah. But sometimes I've been that guy, Scale. You've played with me. Sometimes I'll be getting 15, 20 kills. I'll be running through iron and bronze, bro. I'll be going crazy with Jinx.
Yeah.
I was going in. So I get it, man. I get it. So
that's right.
So how do you feel about it?
It don't cost much to go to Pound Town. That's right. It don't.
Cost? What are we talking about here?
Hey, listen. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, fellas. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
Just, you know, if you need it, you need it. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Do what you
Scale.
do.
How do you feel? How you think it's affected the community, man? You think what's the effects?
About just smurfing, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much for content.
For content. Okay, so for content, I hate it because you're just lying. You're not that good. You know what I mean? I've played games where, like Valorant, where Smurfs will come in the game, dude, and they're dropping 40 pieces, bro. I'm like, dog, this is like especially when I first started playing, I'm like, this is silver, bronze lobbies, bro. You don't belong here. And then they'll come in there and talk shit. That's the worst part. They'll come in and talk shit, bro. I'm like, dog, you don't belong here though. Why don't you go talk shit to people in your own like rank? It doesn't make sense to me. So I think for if I didn't know that streamers were really, I knew sure they were like smurfing and stuff like that maybe, but like I didn't think it was like this egregious. You know what I'm saying? Like when I watch streamers, like I'm probably let me see who's based off skill, like the Tenses and the Timmies, you know what I'm saying, and those guys who are based straight off skill, like you can just watch them and tell. Like, but if I don't, there's only going to be a certain amount of top tier like players in these games, bro, and everybody else, if they're like, if you can't do that, bro, you need to practice. You need to do aim labs. You need to get better.
Yep.
Or find you a new game. If you can't compete with dog, you think I'm getting on these games expecting to hit Radiant and all that shit just off the bat, like talking about Valorant, just off the bat? No, dude, I don't even expect to be that good. I expect to get better. When I first started Valorant, dude, I was iron, horrible. I couldn't even use my pinky to like use control for some shit. I just could not. I wasn't good. I got better. I'm like a gold plat player now. Took me years, literally years to get decent at that game, and I'm fine with that. I think my thing is like I have like a certain moral code when it comes to like gaming online and stuff. It's like I don't feel good about cheating. I don't feel good about cheating in GTA. Hitting the switches to get unlimited ammo, I feel a certain way. Unless I beat the game already, I feel a certain way about using cheats. It's like I feel like I'm not paying the proper respect to the game, or I didn't earn my spot. Like if I get placed at a certain rank, that's just where I'm supposed to be at. They say that too. Like if you think you're good enough to get out of a certain rank, you should be carrying your games. Like you should be dominating. And if you're not, that's where you belong, my friend. It's all right. It's okay. And I have a Smurf account. You know what I'm saying? I have alternate accounts because we would have to make them. But I don't call them Smurf accounts. I call them alt accounts for the most part because I want to play with friends who aren't in a certain rank. But I'm not doing it to shit on other players. I'll play on my normal account most of the time because that's where I'm based out of. Like I've had alt accounts with Overwatch too, and eventually, bro, them Smurf accounts will place you back where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? If you play on them enough, you'll. So on Valorant, when you do too well, they give you way more points than you're supposed to. I think they'll give you like 40 RR sometimes, and that's a lot of points. Your average RR is like 15. 20 maybe. So like if you're doing decent in your rank. So but if you're doing too good, they're giving you like 40, 45, 35 so they can get you the fuck out that rank. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be there. So it's just the fact that they want to, it hurts to see, and it hurts to deal with, because bro, if I get in a game and I'm actually new and someone is popping the fuck off, bro, and I know it's cheating, you know what I'm saying? I'm very liable to not play this shit again. I can't win. Like I'm never gonna rank up if there is a Smurf that and fucks my game up. And dude, these are, and I'm talking about people who aren't even content creators. You know what I'm saying? Like these are just normal people who do this. Now the streamers and shit, shame on you. But now if the streamer was saying that's what they're doing, I could respect them a little more, because it'd be like, this is what they do. They're not false advertising what they're doing. They go in Smurf lobbies and they fuck it up. That's your content. You're probably gonna get banned, but like, go for it, dude. I get you get banned in the game, not on your streaming platform. But I said all to say, man, cheaters. I'd like to say cheaters never win, but they win a fucking lot.
yeah, especially in video games. That's where they win the most.
They win a lot, and they never get like banned or anything like that either. So, if y'all are really thinking about doing the cheating and stuff, man, just try to have some moral code, man. You don't try to ruin the experience of actual new players. You know what I mean? That's probably the biggest thing I want from is that I don't want new people to get so turned off that the game isn't able to thrive. Dog, I get on Counter-Strike, I hear N-bombs, I get cheating. I'm really liable I bought Prime. So, on Counter-Strike, they make you pay, like, there's a service called Prime where you can play with anybody else who has Prime, and cheaters aren't going to pay. So you don't have to worry about cheaters as much in there. You probably still do, but dog, playing just a basic game of Counter-Strike, you're getting cheated, bro. Like, you will get in a game where someone is hacking, bro. Oh, to their auto so quick, you won't even know. You won't even know. But I'm sorry I'm yapping, but yeah, fuck them cheaters, man. I wish I could say cheaters win, and I hope that this will help out. But I don't think you can really do too much about new account. So
yeah,
Unless I got the same, I'm liable to just argue. Like, or something. I don't know. But yeah.
Cheaters don't win in the bedroom, though. They're maidenless. Maiden.
Unless chronic cheaters.
No, I mean game cheaters. But down one. Technically. Oh my god, bro. Oh, that's hilarious. What about you, Rob? What you think about all that?
Man, to be honest, bro, like, I'm with Scale, man. I think that I get that people want to create content and people want to be wowed by like 360 no scopes and the dropping the 20 to 30 bombs. But at the end of the day, what, like, you will get content, yes, but how do you really get rewarded from that? For me, like, as a gamer, bro, I get hype off of doing cool stuff like that to people that are equally skilled to me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That makes me feel like I'm just a little bit better. I don't need to be stomping whole lobbies like that to feel good about myself. You know? I really don't. Like, if I can give me a couple good kills, that's good for me. And if I catch an L, I catch an L. You can't win all games, bro. And I think that the developers of the game also understand this too. Just like Scale was saying, in Valorant, if you really like stomp a lobby, they give you additional points so you don't ruin the time for the people that are actually at that level. Obviously, you're meant to be at a higher level of the game. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I'm not for it, man. Stop doing stuff just for content's sake, man. You know, have some ethics, have some morality out here, man. It'll be all right. Take an L or two. You'll do good. But that's it.
Shit, a new article just dropped with Philly. Yeah. Nah, I feel you. The cheaters are ass, bro. Like, do these people play single player games on easy, you think?
Probably, yes.
Yeah.
It's great because I understand playing on easy sometimes. It's like, I'm just really just trying to get through it. But nah, they are the type to play that shit on easy and act like they played it on hard.
Yeah.
We see them achievements, my boy. You didn't do that.
That's just, you completed the mission on any difficulty. We know what you did. We know what you did. All right, man. We almost cutting it close, man. And I got to get to this this last article. Unless y'all had something. Y'all had something else?
No, sir.
All right, man. So this got a lot of meat, man. Bloomberg's an article this morning. Interview with Philly Spence. I'm going to just read the meat from the article. Okay, I'm not going to do everything. It comes from Bloomberg by Dina Bass. Dropped this today around noon. Yeah. Well, that was yesterday at noon. Damn. Okay. So Dina caught up with Phil to talk a little bit about some stuff and some things Spencer said after, buying the Activision Blizzard company or whatever and absorbing that. He says, we definitely want to be in the market and we can find teams and technology and capability that add to what we're trying to do in gaming at Microsoft. Absolutely, we will keep our heads up. Still, there's nothing more imminent and very large deals are probably off the table at present as a company is spending a lot of time absorbing Activision Blizzard employees. Kind of goes into diversifying teams working on games by looking more to China or Eastern developers, which they've been kind of killing it lately, especially with that Black Myth Wukong. They've been kind of murdering it. He said the real opportunity is to partner with creative teams in China for global. I'm sure that has something probably to do with the mobile market as well. It goes on to say, longer term, I love us building devices. Spencer said, I think that our team could really do some real innovative work, but we want to be informed by learning and what's happening now. The company planned online for mobile games have been delayed as the group does additional research on the market, because we all remember Xbox President Sarah Bond announced the store in May and was planned to release in July. And here we are in November. Microsoft still doesn't have an effective way to get its own store on mobile devices, or mobile phones, I mean. And Phil Spencer says, so a web store would mean somebody doesn't have to go into the App Store to try and install something, but you still have to have a way to find the store. If we're just hoping like if we build it they will come, which is absolutely true. Where else are we? He thinks that the ball's moving in the right direction. I think that this idea of open platforms where users have more choice, creators have more choice. You see the momentum, right? Yeah. We see the momentum. We want that. After releasing the first batch of Xbox games for Sony Group Corp, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch, Spencer is pleased with the results. Xbox will do more of that, he said, and won't rule out any game in Microsoft's stable. And I quote, I do not see sort of red lines in our portfolio that say, thou must not. It's too early to make any sort of decision on the next version of Halo. He said, with the company exiting what management calls a difficult year amidst challenges the mobile game market, Spencer feels good about 2025. The Xbox business has been more healthy, citing growth in cloud and PC gaming as well as console usage. The business is performing right now, and I think that means a more healthy future for hardware and the games we build. He said, I feel pretty good about where the industry is going to reach new players. We need to be creative and adaptive with new business models, new devices, new ways to access. We're not going to grow the market with $1,000 consoles.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. I'll start with you, Nova. What you think about this latest article from Philly S?
Yeah, Halo going everywhere, bro. It's gone, bro. It's gone. Bill said, he said the barn door is open and we're letting it out. Yeah. But that was a little jab towards PlayStation Pro right there. He said that $1,000 console ain't gonna work. We see what's happening out here. You know? He definitely said that. But man, that's what it is. You know, they gon' put everything everywhere. Which man, to be honest, and let me talk about me for a second. Like, have you guys heard of a term NIMBY? Like NIMBY? So it's like a real estate term, right? And it's called not in my backyard, right? And it's something that I noticed that I was doing, right? So when we would talk about like PlayStation games, I'd be like, man, that PlayStation got that walled garden over there. You know what I'm saying? I talk about it all the time, bro. And I realized, bro, when it was coming to Xbox games, I was doing the not in my backyard thing, bro. I'd be like, well, I don't want Halo to go nowhere, or I don't want any Xbox product to go nowhere, all while expecting PlayStation products to go in other places. You know what I'm saying? So for me personally, I was doing some NIMBY stuff, man. And I think that if ultimately for me, if I want to be able to play more games with more friends, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I would want that said game to go to more places, like the Call of Duty thing. In this instance, you know, Activision Blizzard, you know, Microsoft owns them, and then they decided to let it go, you know, everywhere, and then we could do cross-platform stuff, right? So my hopes for the future, man, is that hopefully we can just have a larger player base to play more games, right? Because like Tuesday, we were talking about South of Midnight, right? Incredible game. Like I think everybody should be able to play that game. and we should all be able to have some discourse about it. But when I went to go look at the platforms it's supposed to be coming out, and I see you in here, Paris. We talk about the platforms it's supposed to be coming out. It's Windows and Xbox Series, right? And that's a beautiful game, bro. Like, as a gamer, I feel like ultimately we all should be able to play the games. And it's a huge difference from what we're used to. You know what I mean? PlayStation games stay on PlayStation. Xbox games stay on Xbox. Nintendo games gonna probably always stay on Nintendo. I'd be super surprised about that. But I'm trying not to be an NB no more, bro. Personally. But that's my first take.
Yeah. What about you, Skell?
So for me personally, I haven't been a console warrior in a good minute. So it doesn't really bother me that they're trying to make everything go everywhere. And to Nova's point, games, dude. I want people to be able to experience them however they experience them. Doesn't matter the console. This if I want to either play with someone on a game or I want to tell them about it, and their thing is like, oh man, but it's only on that. It's like I can't afford that. Or I can't get that. It's like, fuck, man. I wish I could let you borrow my shit. It's like, I want you to just play it because it's an experience that should be had, especially if you're a gamer. So, I say that to say everything going everywhere, baby. I think the console wars it's over, bruh. It's over. They don't give a fuck. They want everybody to be able to things. I'm sure they want everyone, everything, and everyone. So it is, man. I don't have I'm a PC gamer, bro. I'm getting most shit. You know what I'm saying? The main reason I have a PlayStation is to play what's exclusive. Like if I could play everything on my PC, I probably wouldn't have any consoles, to be really real. Like that's just except a Switch because that's how it works. But yeah, it's RIP to them wars, man. I think the war is over. I don't think there's any more war. I'm going to miss the brand identities and the healthy competition of stuff. Nintendo and Sega. I love that. Those competitions were cool, man. And it made you support what you bought. Like, so if I just happen to choose a PlayStation or an Xbox, that's my team. You know what I'm saying? Especially because most people with consoles, they only get one. So it's now, I guess we're all on the same team. Essentially, damn
gamers.
We're all just gamers. Yeah. So we ain't going to be able to have them bots and ponies. Like, we all going to be in the same place at some point, man. It's probably going to be on PC.
Right. Probably.
Like at the end of the day. But, nah, man. Shout out. Really, really, really understand it from a business aspect. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't blame them ever. It's like at the end of the day, bro, these are businesses. Like, and I'm a consumer, so this doesn't hurt me. I'm consuming. But as a business, they're trying to make their bread. So, and in order to maintain being a big business like that, you gotta make big business moves. And in order to do that, you gotta have everybody playing all your shit. So that's just what it is. I just look at Call of Duty, man. Like, god damn, they're getting it free not free, but they're still getting Game Pass subscription money, and then they're getting the 70s from everywhere else. It's like, bro, that just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It just does. So I get it, but RIP. I don't think there was a winner either. Right now, overall, I don't know who wins. The gamers win, but
I think it's all
to you guys who just want to have fun.
Yeah, I think it's going to be about execution. If they can execute their vision of what they have, then I think they're going to be super fucking healthy and succeed. Yeah. And if not, it's just it don't. And then you did all this effort and kind of I'm not going to say devalued your brand. But I mean, if it don't work out, then it's pretty much you'll just be a software company. You'll be Sega, pretty much. Which
nope.
Sega's dope.
When you think of a Sega experience, what's a
Dreamcast? What do you mean?
Yeah, that's like, say for instance with Xbox, achievement unlocked, Xbox social stuff, right?
Right.
I don't think that like they will fall that far down, because at the very end of the day, like Scales, it's gonna be you'll fall to a PC, which is still owned by Microsoft, which they will still include the Xbox app on the it's baked into the operating system.
That's what I'm
now.
saying. It'll be they'll be Sega in the sense that it'll just be nothing but software. If that makes sense. Right? Like, I'm not saying like they'll evaporate from planet Earth or whatever, but like it'll just be software. You know what I mean? And they'll put their game. They'll be Epic Games. That's a perfect example. You know what I mean? They'll have their own app. They'll have their own friends list. They'll have
IPs and stuff.
Yeah, they'll have all that stuff or whatever. But I'm just saying, if they don't reach their goal of what they're trying to do now or whatever, because you've told everybody for so long you don't need a console, and you start putting stuff everywhere, and then all this shit's been a soft landing since it started in February, right? Like, I think they knew all this shit was coming pipeline anyway. They just wanted to pump everybody's brakes, and it's just these 4 games. Don't get the idea that, like, all this shit's a soft landing, which is like this new article from Rolling Stone is like, yeah, they're still building hardware in the future, but I need to start treating I can't keep treating this new Xbox as Xbox from the past, right? And I need to treat them like any other company. Yeah, you say you're going to do it, but I'm going to wait for that announcement. Like the real announcement, the official announcement. You know what I mean?
Official.
Say you're doing or working on the handheld, I'm going to wait for it. You said that Xbox mobile app with pure confidence was coming in July. You didn't even wait. July came and went, and you didn't say there was no announcement that was like, hey, it's a little delayed, guys. Like, we're working on XYZ. This is the first time it's been brought up officially about, and it's how many months passed? 5 months passed since it was supposed to officially drop.
That's true.
Or whatever. So yeah, they're doing too many things at once, I feel like, and I just need to start treating them like I do any other corporation.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Say a lot of stuff. You got a lot of buzzwords in your, quarterly financial meetings, and that's cool. But I'm gonna have to wait for official announcements from now on to take like anything. Have a good track record for a couple of years, then I can start believing and hanging on to the words that they spit. You feel me?
That's probably at your best interest too, because it leaves them with the option to say, "Hey, that was just a rumor. We ain't saying that type of thing."
But it's so hard to do as a fan, right? You treat it just like sports teams. You know what I mean? Like, people root for their sports team. The coach says, we're going to make some changes. We're going to get it done. And then sometimes that shit
Super Bowl this year.
Yeah. We're going to draft super well. We got a new GM. We're going to draft like fucking God knows what. And then they suck.
Yeah.
Raiders.
Yeah. Or or if like, you guys are winning and your team misses or gets their field goal block with 1 second remaining on the clock. Stuff like that.
Stuff like that. So I need to stop. Then that's a good analogy. I need to stop treating gaming companies less like sports teams, bro. If that makes sense. Fair. I can still be somewhat fans, right? But I can't be a fanatic. If that makes sense.
Because they got their own best interest at heart always.
Yeah. Because, bro, you take Cowboys fans, for example, right? Every week it's their week. You know what I mean? Like,
every week.
They got Super Bowl every year, too.
Every year.
Bro, and no matter what happens, and this is the same thing for console war shit, no matter what happens, right, it's everybody else's fault but the Cowboys.
Yep.
You cooking over there, Viking.
You're not wrong.
You're cooking.
Every time, bro. You know what I mean? But let me get back into this article, man. Let me stop cooking really quick before Paris gets jealous. Let me see. What else did they touch on? Yeah, like, and they brought up something about they're working on the handheld that's a couple of years away, right? Sarah Bond said, "Hey, we got more hardware to show you at the end of the year." That's come to pass. They don't have anything to show us.
Right? They got one more month. They got a month.
But if the way they can show something is possibly the Game Awards in December.
Agreed.
But I'm going to hold my breath.
And then they have it playing indie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold my breath on that, though. Right?
You should.
But, I mean, we'll see. Yeah, and that, you know what? I'm tired. You brought up a good Spartan. I know that you ain't saying this, but I'm tired of this shit. I made a tweet. I'm tired of, I guess, being roped in with some other clowns or whatever. But, when Xbox, okay, when PlayStation has bad news, right? Every single Xbox fan loudly talks about that bad news. Okay? And that's fair. And they get very, very, very upset of PlayStation fans saying nothing. Like, visibly upset. They get mad that the PlayStation fans or PlayStation guys are not talking about it, brushing it off. Right? But then when Xbox bad news comes out, right? Silent as a fuck. And then they're yelling at other Xbox fans for even talking about it. Like, bruh, like, it goes both ways. Be who you want them to be.
Like, why are you being so negative?
Bruh. I'm tired of that shit, dude. Like, I have valid critiques. I can make them. They're not overblown. You know what I mean? Some shit happens. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. That goes for all sides.
Yeah.
Tired of like being told to shut up and be quiet, and you're being a pony bot and all this other shit. Bro, shut the fuck up. You don't know me. I'm tired of that shit, bro. That's the last time I addressed that. I just wanted to have that out for the record. But yeah, how do y'all feel about the handheld or whatever else they're cooking being years out? Y'all feel confident that it's going to be 2026?
I would. That's the year it would need to beat the PS6, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm for not for their sake, but just because I want to try to possibly recreate 360 era, because that's what they did 360 era, right? They released sooner than the.
Mm-hmm.
If they can, that's the main reason I want this to release at that time. I want them to have and this is not even. This is just because I grew up playing Xbox too. Is like that 360 era, bro. Whatever y'all got to do to kind of get back to that. Like, let's just kind of get back there. Not tech wise, not game wise, but I think that release will help with getting that pushed on. And then shit, GTA 5 about to drop. They're saying that shit may drop in the fall of 2025. So you want to have your new shit coming out and being the best thing to play on as fast as possible, because the best thing to play on when that comes out is going to be the Pro. Unfortunately, like, it's just what it is. It's the newest thing. So if they can get closer to that, because GTA is still going to be making its rounds. For sure. By the time they drop it, and they might have DLC, they might drop it just base it on that. So that's just where I kind of feel.
What about you, Nova?
To be honest, man, like I said earlier, I'm curious about the cadence in which they decide to drop these, this particular product, and also how they're trying to implement it. Since they stated that they wanted to get the xCloud up a little bit better before they drop this particular piece of hardware, is it going to have some type of capabilities to interact with whatever they're cooking up behind the scenes? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how Xbox is going to stand out amongst the pack of people that's already doing incredible things in the space.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hold my cards close to my chest when it comes to the Xbox, handheld, because there's other handhelds that's doing great things, and they may not tie my hands behind my back when it comes to doing things as well. So
yeah, they'll be open. They'll be open for sure. Yeah.
Right.
That handheld's
I like
have
to
be open, bro. Like it has to be open.
It has to be.
I need it to be.
Yeah, it has to be to compete, bro. Like you can't make me stay on this particular platform and then don't give me the same functionality that your the people that's in the same space are giving, because you'll be shooting yourself in the foot before you start the race. So.
And I'm in the handheld, or I'm in the market for a handheld too. And if I have to compare and I can't do what's needed to be done, I'm gonna go with the one that I need to get shit done on. Like that's just what it's gonna be.
Yeah, and the only way they could probably get in there and really like tie your hands behind your back and like also, you know what I'm saying, like still get you to buy it has to come in at a very, very cheap price and have access to xCloud to be able to compete with the fidelity of those other consoles. We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm an Xbox fan too. You know what I mean? Not necessarily a fanatic, but I'm always into new tech and new developments when it comes to tech. So I'll keep my eyes out for it, but I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket.
That's true. Yeah. And y'all already talked about kind of how y'all feel about there being no red lines on the exclusivity of games.
For the streets.
It's for the streets. You know what? Is that probably why they're going back to E-Day and probably a Halo 1 remaster? Is it because they already knew it was going to be for the streets? And it's going to put it on other platforms? They're going to get PlayStation fans like their first little taste of Halo or first little taste.
It's going to sell.
Yeah, it's going to sell.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to sell. Yeah.
Damn. That's
E-Day about to go crazy.
E-Day about to go
nuts. I already know.
E-Day is going to go fucking bananas.
For sure.
Do you think they do timed, let's call it now. Do you think they do timed exclusivity? Or you think it's end date by that time? We're talking 2027.
I think timed.
2027.
It's gone. Everything
2027.
gone.
Yeah, it'd probably just be for everybody. Damn, if it came out next year, I could say nah. But if it was, that by that time, who knows what?
We gonna be well conditioned for some different stuff by the time 2027 come out.
That's true. That's true.
Like if when we started this pod like the end of last year, like if we would have if somebody would have told us what's going on today back then, I wouldn't have believed it.
Yeah, me either. Yeah.
So we'll see.
Funky Clan said we don't need no CE remaster. I hear you on that. Right? Like, we just need an anniversary of Halo 3. But think about all the generations that did not play Combat Evolved. Right? Combat Evolved came out what year? Almost 25 years?
Probably. Xbox original.
Yeah.
It's been about 25 years. 2001? Maybe? I think that sounds about right. I was in high somewhere around 2002,
wow.
Right?
I could definitely see a lot of people not have played Combat Evolved, especially when Halo 2 dropped. You weren't touching Combat Evolved.
I think make it more canon than like change stuff up, of course, right? Introduce new characters, different characters, have something happen that didn't happen in the first, right? A full book lore added. Yeah, bro. Listen.
So from the ground up, Combat Evolved, that'd be clean, I think. Because, bro, the graphics back then, too, like, we can't even, it's night and completely day. Like, bro. It's night and day.
So, I think.
You killed it. Like, 2001, November 15th.
There we go. Because I just knew that because I know the 25th anniversary is coming up soon. So. Damn. Was it the 25th or 2001? That's 23 years, 24 years, 23 years. November what?
15. Tomorrow.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
That's great.
Damn, that's a missed opportunity for Call of Duty, bro. If they don't drop Master Chief Cortana skin tomorrow, bro, on Call of Duty for Halo,
they ain't doing it.
bro. I think it's missed opportunity.
That'd be nice
bro.
That would be really clean to show how they're a part of Xbox. Like Activision Blizzard is a part of Xbox. That'd be a clean app. But I think it's too early to see Call of Duty. I think it's too soon.
What's funny is they were actually, Nick told me 3, but scrapped it for this Call of Duty. But like, God, it would just make so much sense to have it come out on the anniversary. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you only get it one for that too. So
yeah. All right, so it's the 23rd anniversary. Jordan. All right, man, we got to cut out of here.
That may line up, bro.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully tomorrow we get some news that Master Chief has joined some COD, bro. That'd be so fucking.
That'd be
lit.
cool.
Yeah,
that would be clean.
That would be cool.
And add like a battle rifle mod or something to like one of the guns, like as a skin or whatever, or one of the Stop playing. Stop playing.
Yep.
You got too many ideas.
Rifle on there.
Yeah.
They got marksman
sword
rifle
as
on there.
a melee weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
That'd be tight.
They got a bat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Damn, that'd be the rocket launcher. You know what I'm saying? There's so much you could do with Halo. You know what I mean? So much you could do.
That's true.
But yeah, no, the stream stutter in there. So, but luckily, we're about to end this thing. We've yapped for so long. There's only so much yapping we can do, and we've yapped enough. Yeah, Energy Sword would be sick. Y'all gonna keep making me talk. All right, Nova, close us out, man. What you got?
Man, you guys can find me and my wonderful brothers here, man, every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. As we settle in to the weekend almost, man. It's almost Friday, bro. It's Friday Eve, man. Y'all be safe out there. Drink your water. You know what I mean? Eat good and sleep good, man. Take care of yourself. We'll catch y'all the next time.
What you got, Skellio?
What up? Hey, you guys can catch me streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 2 p.m. Central Time. I'll probably be playing Death Stranding tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie, but appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you all for the super chats and donations. Greatly appreciate it. Can't wait to give the gamer gear to the kids. It's gonna be sweet. Y'all have a good rest of the week. Have a good weekend. Don't get in trouble if it puts you in jail. Get in trouble, just don't go to jail. I'm joking.
Yeah, he's saying don't get caught, baby. Don't get caught.
Yeah.
No, don't do nothing illegal, man. You know, you have fun being legal.
Stay safe.
You know. Anyway, y'all catch me on Twitter. If y'all are on Blue Sky, I'm starting to get like tons of fucking followers on Blue Sky now. So if y'all follow me on there, I think what's going to happen, because the app is pissing me off so much. When I say the app, I mean Twitter. I might once more. I see a lot of companies starting to make the switch too, right? And they're probably going to do like a transition of cross posting or whatever for a minute. Switch over to Blue Sky indefinitely. It's a very joyful place, man. I don't get no N bombs thrown at me. I'm not called a faggot. I'm not called any of this crazy stuff, right? Like that they say in the comments, bro. I mean, my block button is hefty. You know what I'm saying? I'll be blocking, but I don't seeing kids dying and like this is too much stuff that goes on X. That's misinformation, like fucking crazy, grows rampant on there, and honestly, it just fuels grifters, bro. Like it incentivizes grifters, it incentivizes rage baiters, bro. I don't like it. That's right, man. Funky Clam about to serve his country, man. He just sent me a DM not too long ago about it.
Stay safe out there, man.
Yeah, definitely. Be safe out there, Funky.
Yeah, bro. Boy had a nice set of hair too, man. He said, "I'm outie." God, what's that Turkish dish they used to make for me all the time when I was in Norway? We had a couple Turkish families that worked at NATO that was out there. Damn, I was about to say a Spanish dish. It ain't that, but I forgot what it was called. It was fucking delicious though. Turkish food is so good. Yeah, so Yeah, you can find me on all those. Make sure if you guys do have a Twitch account, go over there. We're trying to get to 50 followers on there, man. And then, like, if you please, this will help us so much. Whatever audio podcast you listen to, Spotify, Apple, type in Longhouse Gaming Podcast. Hit us with the 5 stars. That bumps us. There's not too many like pure gaming podcasts out there, bro. Hit us with the 5 stars. We would love that. 100%. The more the merrier. We trying to grow the gang. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We trying to be MS-13 out here. You feel me? Just kidding.
Bro, no sir. No, we not. No, we not.
That's the gang.
Yeah, bro. No, we are not.
All right, guys. I love y'all. Peace out.